Well, hello, one and all, and welcome. My name is Fear. This is Battle Vortex. Today, we're going to talk about, hey, I got a party of 8, and we don't have any tables. We're going to talk about the patch notes for 7.6 coming up. We want to talk maybe a little bit about Madregal, and we are gonna talk about what's going on now. We want to know what's going on now. We're gonna talk about that. There's one thing I hate. It's when I press the wrong intro. All right. We are happening. I think Extreme's going to stick around. So that'll be good, because then we'll get a contrasting opinion. Let me unmute. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Okay, good. And I think he can actually hear you this week, too, so that's even better.
Sweet. I'll mute the stream real quick, so that way I'm not getting two of you.
Yeah,
one's enough.
Make sure you end yours if you're done. Then.
Yeah, no, mine's done. Mine's done. I've sent them all over to you. You got them all. You've got the party.
Wow. I don't even know if I should thank you or not.
Oh, you should totally thank me.
Totally thank me?
Totally.
Thank me?
Yeah.
Somebody should definitely be thanked, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to go over these patch notes and stuff. And, of course, watching the Vindy dance is a sight to behold. And we're going to do that, too. Have you seen the patch notes for 7.6?
I glanced through them. Probably just give me a Cliff Notes version.
Well, I'm going to go through them all, so you can get them all,
okay.
The whole version.
All right, sweet. There you go. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so this is from Tiggs, right? So she's the community manager. If you didn't know that, then shame on you. I'm trying to move everything around here so I can see everything I need to see.
5 minutes in, you're already shaming everybody.
I don't know. It's an interesting question, Snack. Why aren't they 7.5.99999? I don't know. Must be a big enough update that they could go to 7.6. So the comments or the quote is this: to ensure that strongholds feel more like a home base to the faction or guild alliance that controls them, this update brings a few changes to player protections while inside them. Outside of the duration of the siege window, whenever a player is inside the walls of a friendly keep or fort, they are given a buff, stronghold protection, that prevents them from taking damage. So basically an invulnerability. The periodic dot effect that keeps used to place on enemies outside of siege hours has been removed. So they basically just stopped damaging the enemies and started protecting the guys inside. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's a bit better because the dot damage took a while to kick in.
Yeah.
And it was kind of crappy.
Yeah, and you didn't really know, the first few times, like, what the hell's going on here? Why am I, taking damage? And then it dawns on you, oh.
Well, even then, they're like, if we're going to do that, like, the tutorial does a very bad job of explaining how keeps work. It actually doesn't explain anything at all.
Yeah.
So there is no... So you just start randomly taking damage. You have no idea why. When it first happened to me, I thought I was being attacked by a player.
Yeah. Dot being removed is good, if only because Snack says this. Dot being removed is good, if only because during sieges, after a tree was destroyed and people were still fighting, it ruined a lot of pivotal fights. That I remember my guys saying something about that. Like we took a keep the other day, and after we didn't take the tree though, and we just stayed. We're still there, and then eventually we all started taking damage. So it was like really weird. Like it wasn't claimed by anyone, and then all of a sudden we just started getting damage. So it's kind of weird. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know there was God, what was his name? There was somebody in our Discord that said he didn't like it, but I was like, I don't think that it didn't sound terrible to me, so I was fine with it.
Yeah, if it keeps unclaimed, then there shouldn't be any dot damage. If you're inside a claimed keep outside of the siege window, then I can understand the dot damage. But I still like this better because the damage takes forever to kick in, and if you don't know where it's coming from, it's really confusing.
Yeah, it is. It's just, I remember I was confused more than once with that because I was like, what is that? And even though the first time I figured it out, the second time it happened again, I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why am I getting down? You're looking around for the guinea, right?
Yeah. Well,
like, where's that little some gun?
Yeah, well, it happened to me in an unclaimed keep that it hadn't had anything built up. Like, no one had claimed it yet. So I was just like, what's going on? Because it made 0 sense.
Yeah, the passively also likes it. So far we got 4 likes. We don't have any dislikes yet. I don't know why it even matters. Like I said, I think when we talk about some of the other changes, you'll see that I don't even know if this is a thing. Yeah, like
what? Snack outside the siege window. I think the keep should be safe. During the siege window, it's a moot point because they're not safe at that point.
Yeah, I don't understand why, because you're not supposed to be able to get in them anyway, which I don't think we're going to be able to when we get to some more updates down the road here. All right, Highlander, did you have a comment on that, or
no? I didn't have a comment on. That's the question. I mean, that is the what we're looking for: likes or dislikes, pros or cons.
What do you mean?
What's the question?
I mean, do you like the fact that they're
into your middle conversation?
Yeah, what we're talking about the keeps giving a stronghold protection buff out of siege instead of giving damage to the enemy out of siege.
I don't know how I feel about that. Yay or nay? I mean, I know it's weird. We took those yesterday, and I thought it was really strange because we took it, made it neutral or whatever it was, took it away from them.
Yeah.
We were getting damage. I don't know how you would get damage if they're neutral.
Yeah, that was my thing. Like, if they're neutral, you shouldn't take dot damage.
Yeah.
Neutral's neutral.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't particularly care about it. I don't know. I guess most.
No, I know they're mitigating that, aren't they? On the next patch, that's supposed to go away. On the
next patch. That's what we're talking about. All this whole section is all 7.6.
Gotcha. Yeah, outside of the siege window, there is no more dot damage while you're inside the fort. Just the owners of the fort are now more or less immune to damage outside of a siege window inside the fort, or keep.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. So. The issue with the keep, the guard level was parcel tied, regardless of the keep being fully leveled. So should I hate my one monitor because it's like too far over there. I can't see what's going on here. Let me move this chat window.
You want to read it out real quick? The issue with the keeps was that the guard level was partial tied regardless of the keep being fully leveled, so Adventure Zone keeps would end up with level 31 to 32 guards. Okay. Well,
yeah, I mean, we had a similar problem even with forts where the guards weren't. I mean, we would like level 10 our forts and then
there would be no guards.
A couple dreg dudes would come in and just like go be like, yeah, whatever, boom, 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 they're all dead. I don't know if it's the same thing in the keeps. We weren't so much worried about the guards with the keeps as we were with the bell towers. I think most people in the shadows only care about the bell towers.
And to be perfectly honest, it's really easy to avoid the guards anyways.
Yeah, in the keeps, in the keeps, getting around the guard is not an issue. I mean, they're more vicious in the damn forts than they are in the keeps.
They really are.
They are. They're just like nasty. They're and they come flying across, and then like 14 other ones come with them. Yeah, and the keeps, it's just like, you get a guard. Hey, what's up, man? You
Let's see.
know?
Yoink says should have just removed the dot damage and left it at that. Personally, it doesn't matter that much to me, but it's a step in the wrong direction to have safe zones.
I
Hmm.
don't know if it's really sad. I mean, what were you going to do to them out of siege that you can't do once they come outside? I don't understand what's the problem. Well, explain it to me. Steal their stuff. What do you mean by that? It's when
Oh,
you
this
say,
isn't for dregs. Yoink, this is specifically
yeah,
shadows.
we're talking about the shadows, but I understand.
Yeah,
People
dregs.
AFK and don't bank. Oh, oh, you want to? It passively just wants to grief. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm getting all the messages here. What we're talking about. They want to gank people at the bank. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
do
do
that
that.
respawn posts or respawn.
Yeah, you can do that at the forts too, probably. But
Yeah.
okay, yeah, but not in the shadows. They don't in the shadows.
No,
We don't even usually build the banks, although there are some changes coming up to where we it may be an option for us.
Yoink, I don't think these changes apply to the dregs. I think this is specifically shadow keeps. I'm gonna double check that though. Where are these patch notes at? Where'd you post these?
They're on my screen. Um, they're in
Okay,
Discord somewhere. I don't
I'm
know,
looking.
dude.
I think you put them in.
Another. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily say inside them, outside. It doesn't really say whether that's shadow or dreg, so it's probably both.
Oh, okay. If it's both, that's an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really speak to
Oh, here it
dreg,
is.
so.
Here we go. Um,
Oh, okay, okay. So,
the
and no, I don't
zone.
think that they're going to do a shadow only campaign. That would be silly.
Okay, so here it is. All forts and keeps in both dregs and shadow will have level 35 guards. Increased overseer buff. Players can no longer place siege weapons in overseer's outpost. Uh, I'm reading through it. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Why would you how would you even get inside a keep outside of a siege window? Unless you're using a game mechanic to get in. I mean, you can't just walk in the door. So, I'm not so sure that that should be a thing.
Yeah, so it looks like this is dregs and shadows. The dot damage removal and the invuln
Yeah.
buff.
I don't think you should be able to do either one of those personally. But if you want to bring a guinea in there, okay.
So yeah, I guess that is it.
Okay. I don't think the guineas should have be able to tunnel into the keep either. Maybe I don't know that they don't include this in the patch notes, but it's possible that they also extended the walls down. I don't know. They didn't say that, but I don't know. I don't know why they would let guineas do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's outside of a siege window. It should just stay out. You know, they're there to count numbers for sieges to provide intel. Okay. Oh, yeah. See all this stuff. You guys do weird shit in the dregs. That's all I can say. We don't want any of that. We don't care about any of that. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I know that Guineas had like the Tunnel King thing, which allows them to go under the walls, but I've never seen it done.
Yeah, we
At least
don't
in
see that a lot
shadows,
in the shadow. We see more centaurs and other leaping type characters going over them, not under
which
them.
which I guess going under the walls is okay, but leaping over them is not.
Yeah, so they can still get in there. They just get. I'm not sure about the protection. You're right. I don't know. I don't care one way or the other if there is or isn't, because we don't hang out in the keeps anyway. Now maybe in the dregs that's different, and you guys should definitely complain about that if it really affects your gameplay. But I don't. I wouldn't go in a keep on a non-siege time because there should be guards there, right? I mean, you should get your ass smashed into oblivion if you go in there. I mean, if a guinea tunnels his way in there, a guard should see him and bring 17 other guards and kick the shit out of him. I don't understand that whole thing either. So I don't
Well,
know.
okay, on that logic, if then the guard should also see when I'm running around invisible, tunneling under the ground during a siege window. But they don't. And that's how I'm able to get past the guards so easily.
Yeah, I don't know how that's
So,
a
I mean,
step.
that's a mixed bag. Either the guards see the guinea when they're invisible or they don't.
I don't really see it as a problem, but like I said, I know some people may not like it, and that's fine. You're welcome to not like it, but I think from from the perspective of the shadow, it's fine with me, and they can keep it in there, and I'm
Ranger
fine
guards
with
can't
that.
see. All right, that's true. Ranger guards can see stealth. So whenever I'm going through a keep, I know to avoid the ranger guards. They're pretty easy to pick out, but I can sit there and go right next to a knight and be totally fine.
The
So, again, they're still really easy to
the
avoid if you
guards in the keeps and stuff just seem like they're so like worthless. They don't aggro like the fort guard. The fort guards are like, man, those guys are killers, man. They're just like rah, and then you
Yeah.
just see this stripe coming at you, and it's this
Yeah, the
dude,
guard A has that.
and then he just starts a whacking on you, and then like
Mm.
12 of his friends come with him. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird one. I think we should try it. I mean, maybe it's just something they're giving it a shot, see how it
Yeah,
goes.
I think this will be a wait and see thing.
I don't think that it's anything to get alarmed about. Like you guys said, it's like for a small number of people that like to grief other players. I don't think griefing other players is a step in the right direction. I don't think that helps the game at all. The griefing thing. That's why it's called grief. You know what I mean? It's not, the game is very good at griefing you all by itself. You don't really need help from, Joe the Minotaur to come and help you have more grief. This whole game is designed to punish, punish, and more punish. And then if you do anything good, you get punished for that too. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not down with that completely. So I would like to just wait and see how it plays out, and I'd be happy to bring it up again next. Yeah, yeah, I like the fort guard. Well, I like them when they're on my side. I hate the fort guards when I'm trying to get it. Those guys are nasty, man. They have killed me more times than I can count. But
I think they got a higher kill count on you than the players do.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I have gotten killed a lot by the guards. But
Man, there ain't no guards in there.
yeah, I even got Highlander killed by the guards the other night because he listened to me like an idiot. But well, there's a number thing on there. It tells you how many guards are in there. I just wasn't looking at it.
So that was just you being
Evidently.
oblivious.
And guess who else wasn't looking at
Yeah,
it?
apparently you weren't either.
So Highlander, that's more your fault than anything, then. Or just
He
not
wasn't.
paying attention.
Dude, he ran right into the middle, right into this inside, and all four of them just came and
I
pounded
don't
him into
think
the
I asked
sand.
for Extreme's opinion on the situation.
Caring if you ask for my opinion or not.
I don't think I asked.
All right, guys. This is a safe zone. We're out of siege, guys. We're gonna use our safe zones.
Are you calling him a snowflake?
No, I'm
No.
just saying, let's not have fights
I
in
think,
the thing.
Highlander, I think he's calling you a snowflake.
No,
never.
no, I just don't think we should engage in this right now. We can engage in this during the siege, which will be right after the show. So let's move on. We're gonna move on, guys. Thanks for the input on that. Yeah, I agree with you, Yoink. But and again, I'm not in charge of that stuff. So another goal of this update has been to make the shadow gameplay more compelling. The shadow gameplay, yay! So what are they gonna like? So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to get the Dregs guys to come down there.
No.
At this campaign mode is where players should head to after completing God's Reach. Right, should be lower levels. The zones in the shadow campaigns have rank 9 to 10 harvest nodes and level 34 to 35 NPCs.
That's
So
they're adding into it, right?
okay, so hold on. Another goal is as this campaign mode is where players should head to after completing the God's Reach intro. The zones in the shadow campaigns now have rank 9 to 10 harvest nodes and level 34 to 35 NPCs. Was it higher than that before? Is it
No,
higher
it's
than that now?
lower. Yeah, it's like 31 right now.
Oh, I don't understand. Well,
They're buffing it. They're
yeah, but why? I can understand buffing the harvest nodes, but why are they buffing the guards?
so that way we can actually level up.
Okay.
Because if you're level
Okay.
30, crap
Okay.
for XP. If you get level 31, you're getting no XP.
It says, NPCs. It doesn't say, okay, why did I say guards? So you guys got me thinking about guards. All right, so NPCs. Okay, not guards. Okay, all right. Sorry. I was still thinking about the other. And then I read it says all forts and keeps in both Dregs and Shadow will always have level 35 guards. See, that's why I was getting confused because of that. Okay, so level 35 guards. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's going to stop Dregs guys, but okay. Increased Overseer mind buff duration to 45 minutes. I like that one. The giving us more time to get to all the mining places.
Because
Yeah,
30 minutes is barely
30
enough
minutes
time
is
just to get 2 of them.
Yeah, that was a bit sketchy. We had to build a couple keeps that way, and it was pretty tough. Enemy
I'd like
players.
to see better placement.
Sorry.
I said I'd like to see better placement of the Overseer's chest in relation to the key tower.
I'm sure you would, but since it's random, I don't know that you're going to get it. All
I
right.
can wish.
Yeah, you can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one you get first. All right, so
I know which one fills up first.
Snack specialist. If you're carrying keep upgrade materials that involve the Overseer's key, no, I don't think you can recall.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot go stealth either. There was a way to go stealth, but they even fixed that. I found that one on accident. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. If you just hit your ultimate, you could go invisible anyway, but they fixed that too, so you can't do that anymore either.
Yeah, you cannot do that.
Nope. Okay, so where were we? Increased overseer duration. Okay. Enemy players can no longer interact with fort vendors. I appreciate that. They don't need to be talking to my apple selling lady. That's my lady. Players can no longer place siege weapons in the overseer's outpost. I'm just trying to figure out who the hell did that and why. I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? I don't know. Wow, they moved the resource. So I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so
I'm more impressed they were able to in the first place.
Yeah, but I'm more curious as to why somebody even thought that was a thing. Let's try this. I wouldn't have never thought of that. So Shadow small keeps now have a storehouse building type, which takes care of the bank issue that we had talked about in the last stream. So that's good. That means we can have banks in the small keeps. Training dummies added to dregs and shadow temples. I think that's cool. I don't know why you'd use it other than to just buff up your pips before you go out to get killed.
Or you're testing your damage. They use
you can do that.
My damage.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like, I mean, I think that it's cool that they have them, but I feel like when you're in the dregs and shadows, at least in the shadows, you import whatever the hell you're going to use. So I don't know.
That's true.
I mean, not.
Well, I guess you could make changes.
I know this is a crafting simulator with PvP enabled, but
what?
Not everybody crafts. As a matter of fact, a lot of combatants don't craft, and that would not be helpful for them because they're not going to build anything anyway. So, the rewards eligibility login time now immediately updates when joining a shadow campaign for the first time. Okay. All right. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing, but okay. Anybody on that one? Respecking and changing skills, theory crafting. A lot of us use them. Yeah, well, I would say, like I said, you could if you have the points. But, like I said, when you're importing things, I just don't know. I mean, that's not useful to me. So, but you guys do you. The next item on the list is uncommon and rare quality vessel vendors have been added to the temples in Shadow and Dregs. Imagine that.
Oh, now I knew it was coming.
I knew it. Well, I complained about this really hard for a while because, you go in there and there's dry spells, and there's going to be dry spells in the future. And
it feels like it's getting dry.
I need a vessel. I can't be waiting for 27 years.
One now, and I don't have any one. I need one now and can't get one.
So, has any of you been inside the test server yet?
No, I was going to, but I didn't have time.
Okay, has anyone in chat been inside the test server yet? And if you have they posted prices for said vessels yet in there? What are they?
Yeah, I think they're...
I'm seeing, let's see, 100K, 300K. Are you shitting me? Please tell me you guys are joking. Are they really charging 100K
100 and
for
300K for... 100
Now they're
people
promoting
need
you
to-
get to sit in the seat for 20
Okay, well,
hours.
they really want you to
Yeah.
find a
Drive
crafter.
money.
Then they better put a
Yeah.
note on that sumbitch to tell you, hey, by the way, you can call Petra and get you a vessel if you really need one.
Yeah, I
Or
was saying,
retch it.
at those prices, you may as well not even have the damn vendor. It's a complete and total waste.
I wonder if they're doing that to the common. The common they give.
And the stats on the
15,000 for
Yeah.
a common.
I understand,
Dude.
Snack, what you're saying, that it's better to do this and that. But we're talking, a lot of what we talk about, what I like to talk about, is what normal people do. Normal people don't go to Discord. They will not know to go to Discord. There's no vehicle in the game to tell you to go to Discord. I mean, I understand Discord because I happen to run one. But if I try to tell my neighbor, like, hey, just go to the Discord, they would be like, what the fuck? So I always go, I try to bring it down to the lowest common denominator. Sure, you'll be better off if you do a lot of things. If you do 70 million hours of research like we did, I mean, we get better all the time, but we're still learning stuff every day in this game.
All the time.
It's a challenge. It's a very big challenge for all we want to do is go fight stuff, whether it's, I mean, I like the taking outposts. I like the capturing forts. I like to get into fights every once in a while. And I like to fight thralls. I love to kill thralls. That's like one of my favorite things in the whole world. But now I got to go to Discord too, and that why is there all these bottlenecks? There's so many bottlenecks in this game. You almost, like I said, there's punish. The devs punish you, the games punish you, the gods are punishing you, everybody's punishing you. Why are we getting punished? The hunger punishes you. Everybody wants to punish you. There's no wins, you know what I mean? There should be more wins. Like when you play, you feel good. Like, oh man, I did great today. But Crowfall doesn't have that. It's lacking that, in my opinion. So,
As a group, I felt that, but not as an individual.
yeah, right. And there.
As a group, we've come a long way. I would have never done that by myself.
Right. Well, I had to
I
do a
needed the
lot
group
by
to get
myself
there.
at the beginning, and it was hard.
Yeah, well, you were only in here by yourself till you bribed us to come in.
Till I
But that's
bribed
another story.
everybody.
That's for another stream.
Yeah. See, I'm not down with the whole everything requires a guild thing either. I'm not down with.
No, I'm not either. Somebody should be able to come in here and solo this game to play it.
At least to a point. Now, if they want to buy the vessels, okay. So, for example, if a solo player wanted to buy a vessel, they got no problems going out and grinding that gold, because realistically, that gold would probably only take them maybe 3-4 hours tops if they're slow. So
If their build ain't right.
yeah, if
depending
they
on where
whatever,
go,
they
if
don't
go
care.
where to
Yeah,
go.
a lot of people, like when I first started, I didn't care what vessel I got. I just wanted one. And like I said, the E-Cape, the lobby system's not even very clear what Eternal Kingdoms mean. You just think it's like a private home. It only shows you one. It shows you yours. It doesn't show you anybody else or give you any options or say, hey, by the way, you could go to visit these other places and buy stuff. They don't tell you any of that. So you just look at it and you're like,
I want a favorite
oh.
for that as well. That irritates me to hell that I got to find my damn place I like to go and shop and not be able to click it and go. I have to actually type it in or search for it. There should be a favorite step.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. That'd be a nice, another nice addition. Sure. But, okay, so, all right. So where was I? I was talking about train down rewards. Okay, so we got that part. So now we're down to rendering and performance. Added support for global illumination. Global illumination improves lighting by allowing lights to bounce off surfaces in a more realistic way. It can be toggled in the settings, off, low, and high. Ooh, hold on, man. We got to check that out. I got to make sure my lights are bouncing everywhere, because I can't see crap in my castle. Input gameplay, graphics. That's got to be an upsampling. I don't know what the hell that does. Where's this thing? Ambient occlusion, advanced settings. What's the advanced settings? Where is this setting?
I have no idea.
Height, grass, calling. Wait,
what
did she call it again? She called it
Global Illumination.
Global Illumination. Okay, where the hell is global? See, here we are.
I'd love to see him just sit there and optimize this game. Like during
Yeah,
combat, my
well, who
frames
wouldn't?
dropped to 15.
Atmosphere, client performance.
My frame should not be
Okay,
dropping to 15.
so far. Hold on, I'm still looking for the word global illumination. Oh, it's not in here.
Yeah, it's not in there yet.
Okay, you're right.
It's,
That's good. I want to know where it is though. I should
it
have logged
probably,
into the test server. Okay,
probably
never
under
mind.
graphics. It'd
Forget
be
I
under
did that.
graphics, probably.
Yeah, just forget I even did that. That was a mistake. Okay, that was an oopsie. All right, so, but god dang it, I want to see it now. Yeah, I want the order of the characters too. I've said that several times. Yeah, all kinds of. There should be all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. World Bank needs a better sort or search
I don't know
feature.
why we wouldn't see those. I think that's silly of that we don't see those. We're gonna have to talk to Monty about this because we need that. Just like we need events to be on the schedule. We don't need Blix to have at home with his spreadsheets frickin' designing crazy ass events. We need that in the office where people can tell him no. Don't do that. That's too much. Make it easier. All right. So now let's see. All right. Well, I want to see this global illumination soon. Crafting. Added crafting icons for humors, femur, and enhanced hand. Eyes, lungs, hearts, and stomachs. I guess that's good. Any crafters on that one?
Say that one more time.
They added crafting icons for humerus, femur, enhanced hand, eyes, lungs, hearts, and stomachs. Are you excited?
Were those not in already?
I have no idea. I'm not a crafter. Okay, next we'll move on. Crafting, assembly difficulty reduction, and experiment difficulty reduction caps set to 50. Anybody on that one? Yes? No? No?
That'd probably be more. That'd be something Dino would have to answer because I haven't
We
really
still
done
got
anything.
nothing. We got nothing. Okay. Increase the discipline's drop rate from crafting stonemasonry buildings and parcels. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting thing because that's actually one of my things. I think that, they really need to focus more on the eternal kingdoms to get people interested in them. I was thinking about maybe possibly having a thing where if they do 3 months VIP, they get a cottage and a chest or something. Something to get them looking. And then also it'd be nice if somewhere it could tell them that there are other EKs. You know how hard it was for me to tell my guys that they had to click on the all thing and they had to type in the name of the EK and all this stuff. That was not fun. Okay. So if I had to go through all that like 7 times, just imagine how many thousands of support tickets we would save them if they just would explain some of this stuff. It'd be amazing. You'd be amazed. Yes, it is Abyssal Ace. But they've got streamers. Oh, wait. No, they don't. All right, so okay, Eternal Kingdoms. Fixed an issue where moving buildings in an EK could randomly show a placement error after placing the building. I've seen that. It didn't do anything other than it said there was an error, but then there wasn't. But sometimes there is an error, and it'll like if you place something on the building piece, like a door or a window, sometimes it'll kick that piece off, so you have to try and replace it. And sometimes it won't place because it just doesn't want to. And it should, but it doesn't. So then you have to move the building piece and then place the window and then push the whole wall back and it'll go right in almost every single time. All right, so missing move and pickup interactions have been fixed for the Thatch, Manor, and Manor. Okay, I don't know. I have not tried to move either of those. So. Fixed. Okay, so now we're moving into NP. Fixed Druid rewards packages in the NPE to grant more sickles and only grant a staff once the player can reasonably hit level 14. Anybody?
I haven't played Druid, so I'm guessing it's weapon that's level locked.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Fixed missing banners on faction gates in Skypoint. Well, that we needed that immediately, so that's good that that's in there. They fixed the banners, guys, on the faction gates in Skypoint. God's Reach. Okay.
That's a game changer.
Everybody's excited about that one.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Total game changer. Yay.
All event toast messages now appear in the chat events channel as well. Okay.
Host messages.
Toast. Toast. I'm assuming that means a toast, or like like when an event is up. Like this keep is going to be up in 5 minutes. Maybe it goes into general chat or event channel chat.
Well, toast wouldn't be the word I'd use for that, but okay.
Well, you know, it's as the devs intended, brother.
Yeah, the pop-ups. Okay. Well, I hear toast. I think of either delicious bread or cheers. Bottoms up.
Either one. All
right.
right.
What apply to that?
Yeah. See, Snack knew that. You didn't know that? It's universal to Snack. It's got to be universal to everybody.
Okay.
These guys, you know what makes me laugh? The Dregs guys think that like everybody's as smart as they are. They're funny. All right, so UI.
Shit, yeah, real ratchet gets it. Yeah. I'm not saying they invented it or they're wrong for
probably some Apple shit. That is true. That is true.
Makes sense in that context.
That is true, Rhett. All right, so added. Okay, we're moving to the UI now because we don't want to get hung up too long because I got a whole mess of other shit. So UI added a locked message to the season card tooltip for inactive seasons. Added a locked message to the season card tooltip. Okay, all right, thank you. Added a Wildlands zone type icon. Okay,
that's
I want you
useful.
guys. Okay, I want you guys to study that.
Well, I mean, you go to the world map and you see all the different worlds.
Oh yeah.
It'd be nice to know which ones are wildlands without having to mouse over right away.
Okay, all right, okay.
It's a small quality of life,
but
it's nice.
Fair enough. I'm down. I'm cool with it. Added an error message pop up when a player tries to collect a bill of sale from a vendor when they have full inventory. Well, okay, that's probably should have been in there, but okay, we'll no.
Bill of sale. Is there like a separate, like actual, like little piece of paper icon, something or whatever, or is it just a pile of gold?
Well, especially I know in forts there's a bill of sales for, or I'm sure it's something to do with EKs and keeps and stuff. I'm sure, but
okay, if the bill of sale is just a stack of gold and you only have gold in your inventory, it should just stack. But if it's like a separate item entirely, then that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Added a fade in, fade out animations to the credits UI. Okay. I'm not sure what the credits UI is. Added a fade in, fade out animations to the credits UI.
Someone actually watches the credits for this game?
Yeah, they do say that, Yoink. I know. I was gonna say, I don't know. Did you need an icon on top of the word being there? I don't know. It's like the GPS for the guards. I don't know why we need it, but apparently we do.
I guess I'm blind. I'm probably just blind then.
Drop protection stat values were confusing. Drop protection stat values were confusing and thus been removed from the detailed stat lists. Okay.
I don't even know what drop protection
stat values are to begin. I'm confused by that statement. Adjusted the icons over the heads of campaign vendors to be more accurate. Okay. Well, I did notice that the campaign vendors have a cooler icon over their heads, and I like that. Reduced the minimum font size on map names to fix long names not fitting on the line. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay.
It's not. I've just never heard of them referred to as toast messages. That's what threw me off.
He's still going on about that?
He is going on about that.
We're moving on, Snack. All right. Nobody cares about toast unless it's got cinnamon and shit on it. All right.
Actually sounds really good right now.
Reduce the main font size on the map to fix long names. Okay, I got that part. Reduce the interior red in the equipable item back. Wait, I'm trying to read that. Reduce the interior red in the equipable item backings to improve readability. Okay.
Neat.
Yeah. This is all common language, I'm sure. It's probably some Apple shit too, but I don't even know. All right. Updated the leaderboard's guild member entries to support displaying the guild rank icon next to the player name. There's a rank? I didn't even know. All right.
Fair.
Yeah.
Did you figure out the red background thing?
No.
Okay, if you can't equip a certain weapon, it has a red tinge to it.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
that.
what they're talking about.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they reduced the tint on an item.
Well, no, they're going to make it more clear.
Oh. They're going to make it like flashing? That'd be good.
Could be, yeah.
I'd like that if they made it flash.
Just make the name of the item in red. Boom.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Well, they should put an extra flame icon on the map for that one. All right, the ingredient slot outline is now displaying properly for larger items.
Okay.
Okay. Vault and I mean, we're not being very helpful critiquing any of this because we don't use most of it. Vault and bank retain their sort setting when switching categories in searches. Well, if we could actually search for more things, that would be even more exciting.
What I'd like to see changed is instead of just having one tab for everything, one tab for armor, one tab for weapons, and one tab for badges, let's have a tab for all your crafting materials and stuff.
Yeah, it needs a lot of work. There's no doubt.
Tab for your disciplines or knowledges.
No doubt. Needs a lot of work.
That would be nice.
That would be amazing.
Also, what do you mean retain the sort setting when switching categories? It already does that. I'll type something in the search bar, switch from one tab to another, and it's still up there in the search bar.
Well, only Mac users had that problem, so they had to fix it. All right.
Wait, are you being serious with that one?
No, I was not.
Okay.
We're talking Apple stuff now because of the toast thing. Sorry. Yes. Thank you, Yoink, for just derailing the whole day. Thank you. We appreciate you, man. We love you, man. AoE power. Okay, I'm moving to powers now. So AoE powers with the target circle can no longer be used from the fort's roof and deal damage or heal to an enemy or an ally.
Okay.
Okay, so then what does that mean? Like the
I'm hoping that fixes the issue with AoE attacks glitching through ceilings and walls and hitting those inside.
fort's roof. Okay, so that I wonder if that also counts like on the, because I know you can't really do that too well on the fence. Like if you try to shoot over the fence and you try to target people, it's like doesn't work or something, and it just is weird. Because I've only tried it once.
So here's my thought process on this. I'm guessing someone used a centaur to get up on the wall, and then used the wall to jump on the roof and just sat on the roof and rained AoE shit down in on them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand why people would be on the roof. They want the high ground. I can't get on the roof. I tried like 50 times. I can't get up there.
I'm guessing someone found a way to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Those little
It's
dickens.
Frostweavers spamming shit. Yep. Okay.
Frostweavers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay.
I still want to see that done for keeps as well. Cause I'm tired of getting arrows rained down on me when I'm inside the keep and there is no.
Well, out of a siege window, you will be protected.
I'm talking about in siege weapon. If there's a ceiling over my head and a wall in front of me, and there is no line of sight to me, I don't feel like I should be taking damage from someone's AoE attack who's outside the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get up there with the Vindy, but it's super hard on the roof. Okay, let's move on to the assassin. Corrected an issue where deadly poison would activate for assassin blackguards and using deadly infector and venom without purchasing the Garrote power.
Really?
I could go on all day about assassins. I hate them. But I do like them when I'm playing them, but when I'm against them, I don't like them.
I can't say I've noticed that because mine uses the Garrote power.
Because they can poison, bleed, and blind you all at the same time. Which, like, I don't know that any other class can do that. I just think that's excessive. I think they should have one or the other.
Bleed
I
or
mean-
poison.
I mean, can't the Vindy do a knockdown,
Or
stun, and blind all at the same time?
I have no idea, but it does. That's not the same as bleeding. Bleeding is like death to a
Yeah.
Vindy.
Yeah. Exhaustion's dot will no longer break stealth.
That's the next thing on the list. Yes.
Yep.
Exhaustion's dot will no longer break stealth. I don't use that one, so I can't talk to that one. Anybody got any thoughts on that?
It's been a while since I've used my assassin, so I'm not even sure
I
what
mean, I do
exhaustion
use
is.
an assassin, but I couldn't tell you which one the exhaustion dot is. Okay, so we'll move on. The blur power no longer has a pip indicator in the icon. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. The cleric. Here you go. This is for you, Extreme. Oh, it's Vandal only. Okay. The damage over time has been increased for the damnation effect applied by Cleric's spiritual presence, and the exhaustion effect has been removed. Oh.
Okay.
You're
I think
only-
that's where like what fanatic or radical, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Radical.
Yeah, thank you.
Radical!
Let's see. Exhaustion is Vandal only. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the Confessor because they haven't nerfed them enough already. Let's nerf them some more. What do they do? Fix the typo in the spitting distance buff display. Okay. What did it say? Shitting?
That would be hilarious if it did
That
that.
would have been hilarious. I would have left that in because that would be funny. All right. Fervor will now display the CC immunity shader if it grants you the CC immunity.
So
Yeah.
they're not nerfed, they're not buffed.
Oh, wow. That's really odd, isn't it? Okay. Duelist. Oh, let's see. Are they going to buff the shit out of these guys? Let's see. Duelist Ricochet now stacks properly with Spirit Whip.
Oh yes, they're buffing
Oh,
it.
Oh, yeah. Of
lovely.
course they got to make them
Yeah.
stronger.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why they just don't give them a bazooka and call it
Just
good.
Give 'em- yeah, just.
A
yeah.
Q blackout time to duelist ultimates to prevent unintentionally canceling stealth.
Well, of course. They need more stealth. I mean, you can't see them. You can't stop them. I mean, you know, let's just...
Yoink
let's just
says
give
that's
them-
not making them any stronger.
Well, I don't care. We're going to complain about it anyway because we don't like them little rats.
Pleasant George is using double
You guys
pistol.
got to
Okay.
stop being so serious. We're making jokes here, okay?
So-
Mother-
You guys stop it. I want laughter in the chat.
let's see. Spiritual presence is a healing sanctuary, not a radical thing. It's Arbiter.
I think they're arguing amongst themselves now. 'Cause I
No,
don't
he's
even know what
correcting.
they're talking
He's correcting me on the cleric.
about. Oh, you better just correct yourself, mister. These guys are serious in here. We gotta watch out. You guys better get your shit together. All right.
Yeah, I gotta pay attention. I'm
yeah,
not doing
you
very good
are
here.
getting in trouble, bro.
I'm getting in trouble here.
Done insulted all the dregs guys, and you send them over to my frickin' stream. All right, so let's go
Yeah,
to
try to-
night.
I did rile them all up.
You
Hey,
did,
hey, hey, hey.
and then he's going to be
Over
gone
night.
all week, so it's going to be lovely.
Yeah.
You remember what Extreme said? Pa-pow, pa-pow, pa-pow. Roar, roar. Oh, yeah, I remember what he said, that son of a gun. All right, the Swordsmanship and Mighty Surge descriptions have been updated. Well, that's good. Fix the wording of the Oath of Protection tooltip.
So someone spell checked their description.
Yeah, they finally, they spelled and fact-checked it, too.
Okay.
Okay, Righteous Smash from Templar's Reproach combo now grants 5% PHM. What does that even mean? Previously 25%.
Per minute.
It does what?
Oath of protection is. Wait, what? Hold a second.
What's PHM?
Well, hold on. Real quick on the night, it says fixed wording Oath of Protection. Yoink is saying Oath of Protection isn't even an ability in the game.
Oath. There's a shout. Maybe they're talking about
Yeah,
that
that's
shout.
what I'm using. I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a shout. I don't use it very often, but it does have that. I'm not a big knight fan, but I do
Okay.
have.
If
Does
you ever
anyone know
have
what-
to use one, that's what you want to use is the oath.
Hey,
Yeah,
does anyone know
Oath.
what PH? They got the name wrong. Okay, so you
Oh,
guys know
okay.
what PHM is for Templar?
What's PHM?
Yeah. personal healing modifier.
Oh, the personal healing modifier.
Okay, so the Templar lost some even more sustainability.
Nice.
You know,
Because
it wasn't
why
struggling
not?
with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't struggling with that to begin with.
Yeah. Look at my Vindy right now. She's like dancing and she doesn't even realize she's getting nerfed next Monday. All right, so disciplines. Beneficial harvest buff icons will now display the correct stat amount modified. Okay. Thank you. Energetic harvesting now uses abbreviated description when viewed from a harvesting discipline. I'm just moving on because I didn't understand a word of that.
Not a word.
Fixed an issue with the 4th minor discipline displaying properly. Okay, well, all 3 people that have the 4th minor discipline, there you go. Updated tooltips for several domain traits. Somebody's going to yell. Everybody has 4 domain. Everybody's got that. I know.
Is that a guinea has 4?
There's
every
a couple
class,
different
I believe,
ones.
has it. I'm pretty sure every class has the ability to take a skill that gives you a force.
No, it's a 3rd. The 4th one is like half elf.
Oh,
I think maybe Ganesian. I don't remember, but I know half elf takes 4. I think the Nathari doesn't the Nathari take 4 too. I think.
Oh,
Or no, the human
it.
one has it.
Yeah.
But
That's
anyway.
got to be in the talent tree then, yeah, where you select it as a talent.
Okay.
Snack. I wouldn't call it arguing. I'd call it aggressive debate.
It's a debate. That's all it is.
Yeah, we're not trying to argue that anyway. We're here to have fun, talk about notes.
We're frustrated regardless, and we're not. This isn't we're not teaching today. We're just talking about the patch notes, bullshitting with you guys. All right, so let's see. Where was I? Okay. Deadeye. The shredded debuff effect icon now refers to the correct stat. See, he can't even joke around with me about being joking. I said you guys should lighten up, and he can't even laugh at that. All right, so sorry. Base beneficial harvest buff icons will now display the correct stat amount modified.
Dude, you jumped up 5 things that we've already read.
Oh.
Go back to Deadeye.
Oh, Deadeye. Yes. Okay. Sorry. See, he got me all confused.
Go get your reading glasses.
Snack. I am wearing my reading glasses.
Oh shit, you are okay.
Shredded debuff effect icon now refers to the correct stat.
Okay.
Endure cold. Fix endure cold buff tooltip.
So another spell check.
Okay. Forest creature discipline now grants 10% personal heal modifier. Previously 25. So they're
just nerfing healing. It sounds like
they're taking away. I told you guys if you kill them faster, you don't need to heal.
Oh, because the forest creature, and I don't know how much this is still true, but when I was building my cleric, that was one of the must-haves for a major.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, new players will not care about the patch notes. They would look at them and go, just like we're doing, huh? Yeah. They'd be like, what? What does that even mean? What's PHM?
Exactly, yeah.
Blind will now trigger the payback minor discipline. Oh.
Did you skip Mudman? I think you skipped
Yes,
Mudman.
I did. Dispel and Mass Dispel will now function to remove the jelly skin barrier. I love Mudman. That looks like a fart when it's coming out. So it's like this purple fart. I call it the fart spray because I love that.
You would.
That's funny, man. That shit's hilarious.
You would.
All right, Restoration Strike. Restoration Strike no longer affects Mighty Surge.
Mudman is great for solo leveling in the golems. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good fart spray. It does well with the birds, too. The birds don't like it. They don't like that stinky shit. Okay, Shadow. What's Shadow? Okay, Recon minor discipline. I kept thinking it was saying retcon. Recon minor discipline, which grants a power usable only from the stealth tray, is now granted by the shadow domain only. Okay.
Oh.
If you take Madman on a night, it has a shorter cooldown and you fart more often. Yes, I love that. Yes, Yoink, you got it. That's exactly the character I have it on as my knight. And she just runs around with, it's a Fey night too, so she runs around with the fart spray going. She kicks ass though. Everything on her bar is like kill. It's like kill, 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 and then some more kill. There's no defense, no nothing. Just kill, kill, kill. That's when I got the idea for let's just burn everything to the ground because
Wait a second.
she's made for that.
Hold on. Oh, that shadow recon thing might actually.
Oh, you like this one? Is this one?
No, I might not like this one. I gotta go look at my blackguard build real quick.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Most blackguards use like the plague.
Yeah, I'll use plague. Hold on a second. I'm loading my character back up. You can move on.
We're moving on to general. We got some general changes we got to talk about. Yeah, guys, we love this game. We just like to have fun. So, thank you for stopping by today.
Blackguards.
All right, added a hit sound effect. Is that what they're saying? A hit sound effect per tick of the keep out enemy territory debuff. It says, "Get out, get out, get out." Dumbass, get out.
Since they're removing the damage.
Stop it.
Well,
stop
yeah,
it.
well, Yoink, you need to forward us that build. We want it. If you got the fart spray on it, we'll take it. All right, public.
What?
Sorry. What is he laughing about? I don't even know.
You get out. Get out now. You must go. You must
Go
not
to
come
the
back
get to
no
the
more.
chopper. Get to the chopper, stupid ass.
Get to the chopper.
Quick, so the recon thing. So if that's granted capital domain only, that means I'm gonna change my build because I have that
Oh
on
my
my
God, dude.
with
Dude.
poison build. I don't know how
Dude.
I have it though.
Get it off. Get out. Get out. You need that sound effect tick on your thing, the retcon or recon.
What gives me the recon though?
I don't know.
That's what I gotta find out. I gotta find out what gives what I'm using that gives recon.
Get out. All right. Tracking and removing a quest from tracking should no longer cause a notification to be sent unless the quest state has also changed. Okay. I didn't even know you could do that. I was always wondering, how do you get rid of all these stupid quests that you're never going to do? You know, one of my favorite in the test center is when you're a brand new player, within 5 minutes they give you a quest to craft advanced items, and I'm like, you know, I still can't even craft advanced items now. I'm thinking, you know, what do they think? You know, do they think everybody goes right to? Does everybody do that? And they must go right to crafting and learn everything about it and craft advanced items on day one. No, that doesn't happen ever. No,
okay, I
asked them to change it down to intermediate, so maybe they'll change that. But I was like, can you guys change this to intermediate? Because, like, can't no new player frickin' craft advanced items? They don't even know what that is yet. You haven't even told them what it is, and you're giving them a quest for it. Advanced items, please.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, you got to have a blue belt, by the way, to get advanced items, right? And a blue discipline, and a Lego, some other thing. Yeah, a new player's not going to craft no advanced items on day one. It's not going to happen.
Regarding the recon thing, I see what they're saying now. So, the class itself has it built in, so it doesn't affect assassins at all. And El Bolio put it in chat as well. So if you're going to use the recon discipline, you have to take the shadow domain.
Yeah,
so it
sure.
doesn't affect the black.
Yeah, advanced weapons, yes.
Okay.
Yes, advanced weapons you can craft with just the white disc, which is all you can get in the Sky Point right now, and no belt. That's why I asked them to change. I don't think you can do you can do intermediate. I mean, I don't know what advanced you guys are making.
Right, advanced tools? Or
well, that's what I was thinking of as advanced tools. Maybe there's some other items.
No, you can't make.
Because you can't make advanced tools. You need a rune maker and all this other stuff. I'm like, why wouldn't they just let them make? They should just give them the quest to do it intermediate, because you can do that with nothing.
Yeah. As far as advanced, you just need the rune maker discipline and no belt. You can do.
Yeah, I know. I was exaggerating a little bit, but the developers know I'm full shit, so it's okay. You know, I'm just saying it's not as easy as walking in off the street and just crafting advanced. That's not something a new player is going to learn right away. They're just not. They're going to be wrapping their head around the fact that fucking Trees RP just came and smashed their brains into the fucking concrete. They're not going to have time to be worrying about how do I make some weapons.
I mean,
when Farnham comes, roar! You're going to be like, what? What just happened? I don't even know.
If the player does follow the intro quest line, as crappy as it is, it does show you how to make weapons and armor, kind of.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, and they could do a better job of explaining it.
Yeah, they just don't explain any of that, so it's like just...
What they do is they sit there and they give you the materials, send you over to the appropriate workbench, say craft it. What they don't tell you is what to do with the pips option that comes up next, because after that you get the pips for the durability, the damage, and all that, and they don't explain that at all. They just throw it at you and say, here.
Yeah, their NPE needs a little work, but I asked them just about that one quest though, because I wanted to keep it simple. I'm like, can they do advanced or intermediate instead of advanced? Because advanced is a little tricky, at least for a new player. Now, if it's an alt character, sure, they all know how to do it. They can do it in 2 seconds. But if it's a new character, they're not going to know, especially now. Well, I mean, now they've got you, at least as far as I got into the quest, they'd had me do like 2 quests. They had me shoot some spells, whatever, and then they were ready to send me to the Sky Point. So at what point, and then the first quest that comes up is build advanced tools or advanced items or whatever. So it's like, well, dude, like, how are they supposed to know what any of that is? I mean, maybe there's a description on the quest. I don't know, but it's like, whatever. Okay. So anyway, that's just my little mini rant. Yeah. Yeah, they hit Snack, I'll bet that I'm at least as old as you are. And yes, they did. But you know what? Kids don't play those games. That's why they don't exist anymore. All right. And like I said, Crowfall already tried it, and it didn't work out so good. So I'm hoping that they'll make it a little bit easier for the newbies because they're lazy.
Yeah, Snack, I'm not opposed to people having to figure out stuff in-game, like the more advanced
in-game?
stuff. But, yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I don't...
Yeah.
What I am, the very basic stuff should at least be, in the tutorial, though.
And it should be fairly obvious.
And it isn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, they don't need to hide everything. This game hides literally everything from you, and going to external websites and all that is not the way to teach new people. They don't want to go to external websites and all that. They don't even know that you're supposed to.
They shouldn't have to.
Right. The only reason I know is because I've been playing these games since 1998. It's a long time. I know that they hide shit all over the place. We want to get more people in, not teach them how to do shit the way we did it in the 1950s.
Right. Throw the basics at them and then let them figure out the advanced
then
stuff.
they can figure all that out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You always do that later. You just give them enough to give them enough rope to hang themselves, and then let them get in. They'll get addicted, and then we got them. And then we can take them in the shadows and take them in the dregs and just smash their brains in. That's how you do it. Just saying. All right. So, yeah, there he goes again. External website. Yeah. FF7 Burning Man. Yeah, I said when we used to play, we used to wait for those little guides to come out. The little cheat guides. Well, weren't really cheat guides per se, but it had like all the goodies that you could do in the game that you wouldn't learn otherwise. We used to get those. I can't remember what they called them now. There's some kind of notes or something. I can't remember, but they used to come out for like every game. They would come out with these little books that you could go to the store, back when you used to go to the store, and you could just buy these books for whatever game came out, because they all used to make it.
PlayStation hint line.
Yeah, no, I didn't play PlayStation. I was straight up. I was a Commodore 64 gamer for a long time, then I switched to PC.
Wow, Snack.
Wow. My mom got a $500 bill for that.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, I wish I'd have known. I'd have helped her for like $250.
Jeez, did you have them walk you through the whole damn game?
I guess, man, that's crazy.
Oh
an hour though, $2.99 a minute. Oh, that's a minute. I was like, if it was $2.99 an hour, your mom was on the phone a long ass time.
That's No.
All right.
Uh.
All right. So we're gonna go into some stuff, other stuff. Okay. So now we did the patch notes. Now we're gonna go. Okay. So here's a concern I have. You guys tell me what you think about this. EK timers 3 hours. Don't like it, especially if you're a small guild or solo. To have a merchant area and have to refresh 8 times a day, that's a little excessive, in my opinion. Anybody?
Yep. You know, we talked about this last time as well, and I think I said maybe make the timer like 12 hours or something.
Yeah, or
Well,
another suggestion. I don't know. I thought about it again, so I must still be
Hmm.
mad about it. Well, it's like when I ask people, can they do that? They don't ever do it, or they're too busy or whatever. So I end up having to do it myself, and then it's annoying me. So I guess it's still annoying me. So I brought it up
It's
again. I think even if you let it to where if a customer comes in, to just let it reset the timer. I don't understand the big hubbub. I mean, I understand they don't want every single EK loaded all the time, but
so, I mean, if
it should
if a
be
customer
longer.
if a customer comes in, does that reset the timer?
No, only if a noble comes in.
Oh,
But it should be increased, right? Yeah, I
okay, good.
know. No, it's the last noble, not even a person. I don't even think it cares if a person comes in. I'm pretty sure it's a noble because I'll come in and I'll leave and then I'll come back and there'll be like an hour left on the timer and somebody will have bought something. So I don't know if that's if I'm just coming back later than I think I am or what, but it always seems like it's every 3 hours. Like I always have to come in there every 3 hours, even if somebody was in there. Is what I'm saying. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
It sounds like from your experience, what Chad is saying, something between launch and now has changed.
maybe. Like I said, I could be wrong on this, but if it's not that way, I would like it to be that way. If it is that way, then forget I said anything. All right, we'll move on. Okay. Okay, so I was pissed off about something. What was I mad about? I said the RNG on major, minor exploration discs after a campaign needs to go. So what I'm getting at here is when you get done with a campaign, you're awarded a number of campaign coins, reward points,
Mhm.
whatever. You get these, and then you can go to a vendor and you can buy majors, minors, or exploration discs, but you can't get the one you want. You get a random one. Not only do you get a random one, it goes in your pack as no drop, no trade. And you can't put it in any other storage but your main vault. So now you got however many, just for example, crazy thought, if they fix that, which one did they fix? Oh, the timer for the reset in the EK? Okay. So I got some stuff from the last campaign I don't want. I already had a Lego underdog, but for whatever reason I ended up with another one. And it's no drop, no trade. I can't even drop that in a box somewhere for like the future. I can't sell it, I can't delete it. I have that kind of thing with a lot of things that I just can't, like mounts, like a lot of the mounts. You can't store them anywhere but on a character. And I know a lot of people are not opposed. Like Richard has 6 bank characters. I don't want 6 bank characters. I want 12 usable characters that I can use as I want to, not that I have to use as a storage. You know what I mean? Because I've already got tons of storage. I've got 12 chests in my EK, and I would just love to fill them up with horses and fill them up with walls for the damn EK and all this other crap that I've got that I don't want around. So I'm just curious. Only equipped or drop, no trade. No, that's not true because I have some that are no drop, no trade that I have never equipped. I can even show you. I think, no, it's not here. Let me go to a different character. I'll show you. I'll show you one that I've got that I can't do anything with. I'm going to switch over to another character. Not that we were really caring about the character all that much. Let's go to a different character. Okay. And I'll show you. There's one in here that's no drop, no trade, not soulbound. It's driving me nuts. I got several items like this, but I know for a fact there's one that I know where it is. It's in my little banky bank because that's the only place I can put it. All right. Oh, shit. Where am I? Oh, shit. Far away. Okay, I guess we got all P first. guess I was still hanging out somewhere out in the world. You know, you just log out wherever you want. Okay. We'll go in here, we'll go to the bank, and then we'll find it. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. El Bolero. Who's El Bolero? Is that another? Is that a dev? Yeah, there's also I have a crap ton of badges too, and I have nachos. Man, get off that bird, weirdo. He's having sex with that bird right now. I feel bad for the bird.
Come back to what just happened.
Nachos was jumping around when I got back to the UK.
Oh,
Or when
okay. I come back.
All right, so here's one down here. Look. Here, underdog. Yeah, no drop, no trade, binds when equipped. Explain that one to the guys at Photomat. What's that from? That's a bug? Yeah, I know, but I think, don't you guys think though that mounts and all that stuff from drops, shouldn't you at least be able to put them into a personal chest? Do they have to go in your bank? I mean, that seems kind of silly to me, that the only thing I can do with them is drop them on a character to get them out of my main bank. I mean, not that I'm using a lot of it right now, but I really don't. I mean, with the poor sorting options, the bank's is not a good storage place. That's like a temporary storage to me, because we have to clean it out, because when you're in the shadow, you get a bunch of stuff, or you're in the dregs and you get a bunch of stuff, then you have to ship all that back home too, and then your bank gets all full, and then you got to move everything around. So yeah, I think you should be able to. Thank you, Wretched. Wretched is a smart dude. He liked my skull picture I posted the other day of Brazelin. I said he was my Valentine, and we made out for hours, and then I cleaned up the blood, and Wretched said, "You're my favorite player now." Because that was fucking hilarious. All right, so, well, I don't care if it counts towards bank slots or not. If it's in my bank, it's in a slot, right? I don't go in here every single time and just like pick one of these selections that are never ones that I want, right? So I end up having to scroll a lot, and it's annoying, dude. I just want to be able to, I just don't understand why we just can't put it in a personal chest. It's a personal chest. Nobody can get in there. Nobody can steal it. Nobody can do anything. Can't I just put it in a personal chest? I don't think that's too much to ask. Yeah. All right. Moving on. I'm done bitching about that. Anybody else want to bitch about that? No? Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So now here's the thing. I really feel this way, and I wrote a big document about it, but I really feel like, you know, when you're in between campaigns, maybe you don't want to play the next campaign or whatever, there's really nothing to do unless you want to just annoy newbies, right? So I was thinking maybe they should give us more to do in Skypoint. And I have on my document, I have several different things. One is like a gladiator arena and things like that. But also they could do PvE stuff, other stuff that people could do. So if they don't want to play the campaign, or maybe they want to take a week off, or maybe they want to take 2 weeks off, that they have something to do, you know, the daily quests, all this stuff. I really feel like there should be more there, because, you know, they pretty much decimated Skypoint when they did that thing to the Tainted Hills, and then they introduced all this housekeeping. Because we didn't have enough housekeeping, they decided we needed more, so they give us all these white, or the common disciplines, that we have to go literally move each one out of our pack onto the ground or whatever. Yep. I'm surprised they didn't make us put in the little freaking tic-tac-toe symbol too.
Yeah.
I mean, why
trade,
not?
sell, no XP.
Yeah, right. Nothing. You don't get nothing. You should get something, or just make it so they don't even exist. Would be fine with me, because you can't use them for training, right? Can you smash together 3 white ones to make a green one? No, you cannot. So what the hell good are they? Just to show them, hey, here's a discipline, guys. Enjoy. You know, they don't teach you anything. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts about it.
Real quick, Snack. I understand what you meant. Skype Point's not meant to be where people hang out after hitting 30.
It should be, though.
Yes and no. It is a learning area.
But it's also the world.
I got that. My issue with it is it's not so much what they did with that last patch, it's how they implemented it.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with the discs being common now. I have an issue with the discs drop rate being increased and you not being able to do a damn thing with them.
Yeah,
that's
you're just
actually
filling up
remotely
your
useful.
pack with crap, and then you have to go dump it all.
I'm not opposed to reducing the drop rate of exploration discs in Skypoint because it is basically the safest place to. Yeah, well, no, because you can get them as green, or you used to be able to get them as green there.
Yeah, now, if they would have done that.
The drop rate for materials there was low, and the quality was low, and you're doing it in almost 100% safety, as opposed to Shadows or Dregs. I have an issue with them removing them completely.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Sorry.
Because crafting is the main aspect of this game. You can't do combat without crafting, because your crafted gear is what's going to keep you alive, because War Tribe only lasts so long after you get your ass kicked 6 times, speaking from experience. But in order to craft anything remotely useful, you need those disciplines, and now to get them, you have to go into a PvP-centric area with little to no experience.
At 30, because you can't level to 31, you should be able to go up to at least level 32 in the Sky Point, because that's even where you can even hurt somebody. 32, you might be able to, Wretched will be like, oh, gosh, I have a little itch right here. But that's it. At 30, you're sending them to the shadow. That's crazy. I mean, okay, not every single player, but a lot of them, I'm saying the vast majority, cannot handle that shit at 30. And they definitely don't need to be in the dregs at 30.
Yeah, it's usually the lack of experience or lack of gear or both. In my case, it was both.
It was both. We all had lack of gear and lack of experience because there was no instructions. We had to do a lot of searching.
Yeah. So, Snack, I see what you're saying, and I sort of agree with what they did in that last patch, but their implementation was absolutely terrible. They could have done a better.
Should let you go to 32.
Yeah, they could have done a better job with it.
And they should give you some. And they should at least show you how to get War Tribe gear. I've showed people. That's the first thing is I teach people. It's like, okay, we get you, we level you up, and then we take you over there, and I show them how to go get the gear. But even that, I shouldn't have to do that all the time. Yeah, the game could help a little bit. I think.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to segue into something real quick. Is that okay?
What?
So I use this to segue into a similar topic. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So speaking of War Tribe gear, it is incredibly boring to go look for it. There's zero reason to go to any of the places you'd normally go to find War Tribe gear outside of, well, actually, no, there is zero chance. There's no reason to go to Mbari, there's no reason to go to Seder, there's no reason to go to Sun Elf, or any of those places outside of a seasonal challenge where you need to collect sacrifice items.
And you wouldn't even know that you could get gear there, really.
Yeah.
How do you even know that?
Exactly. Because it doesn't really drop from the enemies.
There's no pointer. Hey, you want some gear? Go see these guys in the shadow. They'll get you gear.
So my idea would be to sit there and buff those grind areas and make them worth grinding. Whether it be one of the ideas we came up with in my stream earlier was add War Tribe jewelry to the drop rate, make it like a rare drop or something. That way, it's so like War Tribe gear. It's better than what you get from the vendor, but it'll never be as good as what you get from a player crafter. But it also gives you, but it gives you a reason to go to those areas and grind them outside of just the usual.
I think just knowing where they are. I don't think people know where they are. They're just like. I mean, I don't think they understand why they would want to go there. Why do they want to? Why do they want to go to these war tribes?
There is no reason to. Outside of maybe spending 5 minutes to get gear in the loot chest, there is zero reason to go to any of those places. If you want money and/or XP, go to Tainted Hills or Dead Man's Mire. if you need to sit there and go get a specific type of hide, go to Crystal Springs during a hot zone, or Avian Cliffs during a hot zone, or just walk around and look for wolves and those yak things.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, it was very, like, the only reason I knew to do it was because I had watched some videos and people said, "Oh, I just go to the whatever," and so I made a stealth character so I could do it because I didn't know what was going on. I'd run around and there's people killing each other. I didn't know what the hell was happening.
Yeah, no, Snack Tainted Hills would be for gold. You sit there and you farm the thralls. Even outside of a hot zone, you can still spend a good amount of time there. Farm the thralls, sell the soul essence, and you make a good chunk of gold.
Well, the
that
soul
way.
essence you can use for sacrificing too.
Point is, it's a decent area to go to sit there and get
Yeah,
a
it's
good
not
chunk
bad.
of gold.
Yeah, but they shouldn't fill up your pack with shit that you then have to throw on the ground. That's the only problem I have with it.
Now,
I mean,
no,
I'm
you're
not thrilled that they
gold
took the
specific-
greens away.
Yeah, Snack, you're not looking for gold specifically. You're farming the soul essence there, and you sell it later. Those things sell for a good amount. That's where I
Yeah.
get pretty much all my gold.
A stack sells for 5,000 gold. That's a lot when you're new.
Yeah, not you, Yoink. Even let's say you happen to stars align and the planets collide, and you win the lottery from 6 different countries at the same time, and you run into another player in one of these camps. There's not enough the respawn rate doesn't support it.
Yeah, you want. I know you want to hire a race. I don't have a problem with them making more PvP content. I actually like that because I know, not everybody, not all the time does everybody want to do PvP. Balls deep every single time. It's just that that shit wears you out, man. I get to the point where I got to take some long ass nap. I took a 10-hour nap the other day. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I get tired, man. And well, I'm older than a lot of these guys, so I mean, I get it, but it's just like, wow, man. There's just got to be some. There's got to be some stuff you can do outside of trying to capture forts and
yeah.
stuff.
And as far as PvP content, I know I use Black Desert as an example a lot, but it's a very good example. It really is. Outside of Black Desert's version of taking outposts and forts and whatnot in their siege, because I do have something similar, 90% of all your PvP is done finding over grind zones because they're worth it. And Snack, I have grinded the Guineas a bit, and I still find that I do better at Tainted Hills. That could just be me.
Tainted's pretty good. Actually, we found in some instances that, well, if you only went in with 2 people and nobody bothered you, you could actually make more at Tainted Hills than you could in the Dead Man Mire. But now the Dead Man Mire is pretty good. I mean, like,
yeah.
Like if you go in there now, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but we do have one of our guildies who swears by guineas, so I mean, I'm not going to write it off. I'm not going to say it's bad, but I'm saying there's very little incentive to go to any of these other places because they're just completely, speaking the devil, completely outclassed.
Which devil are you talking about?
Highlander. He's about the only one who swears by guineas.
He does not like guineas.
No, but he loves to go farm them. That's my point.
Oh, he likes the farm. Actually, Kinger
like
really
the
likes them more, I think.
Mm.
But he
Well,
don't
on
play
this
around.
level character that I have, I love guineas. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's a
unless
good
I'm
one.
30 to 31.
Those little sons of
that's-
bitches were killing me left and right back in the day.
Yeah, but Yoink, you make a good point and Snack that maybe that's why I like Tainted Hills better. My inventory doesn't fill up as fast, so I can stay there longer. So there's
Not
less
getting
travel
any
time.
inventory
Yeah, I
problems.
like
I'm getting 8,000 around over
Yeah.
here at the
But-
guineas in gold.
Yeah, but add something.
I mean, I'm
the
sure.
works right
I'm
food
sure
table.
that there's a lot of. We're sitting here talking about it now, but I'm talking about and yeah, there are more efficient ways to do everything. But the problem is, when you get a new player, they're not always going to be looking for the most efficient way to do everything. They just want to play and have some fun. So I'm just trying to get them to put some fun in there because mostly this game just punishes the bejesus out of you. There should be some spot somewhere where there's like some, hey, we had a great time, all we did was kill a rat, whatever it is, just some fun.
And
a place to step away. Like I can go to the EK, and my EK is ridiculously huge, so I have lots of stuff I can do there. But not everybody has that. I don't want to fight all the time. There's times when I don't want to, and there's nothing for me to do because I ain't gonna craft. So
yeah. But my thing is, like, if you want to make these other areas more interesting, more fun, make them worth going to.
yeah, something.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But like I said, I'm not in charge of these things. I just throw the ideas out there. They can take them or leave them. That's on them. So yeah, and we already talked about the last thing on my list. So basically, that's my list today. Yeah, and the other thing, there was one other thing though. The one other thing that really bugs me is like if you're a new player, right? You come in, you get done, you get to 30, right? You got to get out. They want you out of the sky point, and say you're lucky enough to figure out what that means, which most people don't, then they quit right then. If they were able to figure out that there's these other campaign worlds you can go to, then, and they get into them, if they start the campaign like now, they would be like completely obliterated by like what is going on here. I mean, there's all these outposts, there's all these things, there's a million different flags. I mean, in Shadows, there's only 3, right? But in Dregs, man, you go in there and you're like, who are all these people? What are they doing? You know, can I touch anything? You know, and then, like you said, half the time they're camping the damn gates anyway, or whatever, you know, if that's a thing at the time. And then that's their first experience. And then they quit. I was looking at the logs from 2 campaigns ago, I think it was. We had an influx of new players, and you could tell because a whole bunch of Sun were going into the Shadow, and there was like at least like 40 people. I think it was 40. It might have only been 20. I don't remember, but it was a big stack of people that all had gone into the Shadows, got 1 death, and then you never seen them again. And I checked it at the end of the campaign, and there were so many of those that I was like, wow, that's their first experience. They're coming in, they're going into Shadow, which is, you know, probably 10 times easier than Dregs, in my opinion. And then they're coming in there, they're getting killed. I don't even know what they're getting killed by. Could be a freaking elk for all I know, but they're not ready, is what I'm saying. At 30, they're not ready. I think they need at least a 32 before they even think about it. Now, some people are super smart, super gung-ho. Maybe they have a friend, but not everybody's got friends either. You gotta keep that in mind too. Not everybody comes in here with their friends. My friends told me to go, you know, sit on a fucking stick and spin when I first told them about this game. So I had to come by myself, and it was a bitch. Like, I was like, whoa. And I'm not going to get, you know, I'll come on here and do a live stream and I'll come talk to you guys. But in game, I don't talk to nobody. I don't do nothing. And I think a lot of people are like that. A lot of gamers are introverts. We're not like, hey, everybody, I'm here. Would somebody come play with me? Now, some people do that. But I'm telling you, the vast majority probably do not. Because I look in the general chat all the time. There ain't nobody in there. Once in a while, you see a guy in there going, hey, I'm Johnny B. I'm ready to play. Anybody want to come show me how to? It's like, oh, wow, that's weird. You know, wow, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. I mean, that was my idea.
I don't know if no one gets burned out or a snack, because there's a lot of burned out people. I mean, obviously by the population currently, I think there's a few people that are burned out, at least for now. They may come back, but I mean, we can't rely on that. We have to rely more on a churn. And this game has like almost 0 churn that I can tell. Now, there was some decent churn starting to happen when hey, there's Soulstar. I like Soulstar. Anyway, so there was some decent new numbers of players coming in when what's her name? Sparkle Spice. What's her name? Zowie. Awesome Sauce. When she was streaming, because she was, well, for one, she was streaming the Shadow, and for 2, she didn't like know everything and like try to tell everybody how to play. That's what I found that a lot of the veteran players, they tend to try to take over the conversation and be like, oh, no, you need to do this. You need to come to the Dregs right now. We need to do this and that. That is not helpful at all. Trust me. So I just think that they need to focus more on, you know, getting those new players in. I mean, Zossam Sauce went to the dregs one time. She didn't even stream anymore. It's
Yeah,
like,
she hadn't been-
okay. Yeah, well, she'll be back in the shadows next time. But I told her
Once
not
I've
to
seen her
go.
streaming. I've seen her once since she's been to the dregs, and she stated she was coming back.
But yeah, once she got popular, like, you know, the guilds from the dregs were up here in her mix, telling her, "You need to come to the dregs. You need to come to the dregs." And she went there. She didn't like it, and so she doesn't even stream. I mean, I can't say that that's the exact reason, but I'm thinking that's probably it. You know, because that's just
She
hard.
doesn't use anything to cover up her streams, so she'd have
Well,
to.
yeah, no,
And in the
she
dregs,
was.
you don't want to do that.
She's a walking target, but
Yeah, they
and that's
just
fine.
sniper
And
all
that's
day
why I
long.
don't stream outside. That's why I stay like in here in the bank because I ain't got time for that. You see, I got to hold on to the kitty cat. I ain't got time for that. Kitty cat doesn't like that. She likes me at my hands free. She's getting mad though because I'm not holding her right. What? Oh, okay. You go over there then. Yeah, she got mad at me. She's like, if you're not gonna hold me right, I'm not gonna stay here. I'm gonna move over here and then get in your way of your screens. Okay? Yes, I love you, baby. So, in any event,
Oh, you said event.
yeah. I'm not. Does anybody know what Snack's talking about? Can translate? Anybody?
Oh, he's basically Crowfall at its core is like creating a brand new company startup. Different people are specialized in different things. They work well together. They scale up quickly. No one gets burned out. Machine keeps running. Versus one guy decides to start a business because he makes a good pizza, but is awful with managing money, can't make drive, doesn't pick up after himself, and then complains when his shop gets closed down.
So, which one is Crowfall? The second one?
Probably, I think it's the second one.
Well, you know okay. You know the thing is though, these guys that made this game are all been in the business for 30, 40 years.
Yeah,
They should know better. They're not noobs. Okay, that's why I don't have a lot of sympathy when I say stuff sometimes to them. I'm very sarcastic with them because some of this shit's unacceptable, and they know better, but they did it anyway. And I don't know whose fault it was. I don't even care. All I know is that I hope Monty's going to fix it because I really like the game. I do. And even my friends that hate MMOs are liking the game. So I'm kind of down with this game, if they're going to be able to pull it out. I'm excited for that. So, well, okay, yeah, but they just got bought, dude. So, Snack, that whole thing that you're saying right there shouldn't be an issue anymore. They just got bought. And they're hiring. They've got a whole ton of things up for hiring. So they need to do the work. They need to hire the extra people, and they need to get this game on the track, which is kind of what Monty said he was going to do. So if he wants to get the game on track again, so if it's going to be that, he needs to do that. I think really we need to hear from Monty again and Gordon and all them, and they just need to say, hey, look, everything's going forward. We're going through the process, blah, blah, blah. More than, they could do a stream even or whatever where Monty and Gordon get on and they wax a little bit. They don't have to tell us the roadmap. I know everybody's going to go, what about the roadmap? No, they don't need to tell us about the roadmap. They just need to tell us everything is going to be okay. And say, you know what, we're going forward, but we have to get through this hurdle of getting people hired, getting them trained, getting them up to speed, getting all that. I mean, I understand all that because I watch all the stuff, but normal normies aren't going to get it. And even some people that play the game now still have no idea what is going on. They have zero idea. They ask questions like, hey, is the game still going to be here in a month? And I'm like, well, yeah, they just got bought out. They should be here at least, a few years, I would think. I mean, I hope that's the plan, because otherwise they could have shelved it, or they could have put it on, just sold it to a graveyard gaming company. And, I don't think Monty's that. So, at least not that I can tell. They actually will I think Monty will give an effort. I just hope they give it a good enough effort. If they do, I think it'll pick up. It was starting to pick up a little bit when Zawi was streaming, and I liked that because she wasn't afraid to go out there and get killed all the time. I'm not. My gear is too expensive. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need you guys to see
Well,
me
she
get
gets
killed.
a lot of donated purple, you know.
You can see me get killed live every day. Just come to the shadow, and you'll see it. So, in any event, guys, does anybody have anything else they want to add?
I mean, there's one little nitpicky thing, but I'm not sure how to explain it.
Yeah. Well, he may have.
I guess when you're crafting stuff, or like say you're crafting a glass bottle and it requires X amount of crushed stone. You have 2 stacks of crushed stone. One goes into one slot, and then you have enough from your first stack and the second slot to meet the requirements for the second slot. But since they're from 2 different stacks, it doesn't let you combine them while you're crafting. That's just annoying. It's the same resource. Does that make sense?
Okay, was there anything important that we needed to discuss?
It's very nitpicky. It was very nitpicky.
I was like, did you see me yawning? He started doing that, and I was like,
That was a recent change.
Oh, no, get to the chopper. Run.
You know, if that was their solution to fixing a duping problem,
you just have to switch it down to doing one. You can't. Yeah, I know
no.
that's a problem, but yeah, dude, you just about killed me right there. I was just
it's a minor nitpick. It's dumb. If that's the solution to fixing a duping problem, then they need to reevaluate how they coded their shit in the first place.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. I mean, like I said, it only matters to people that craft multiple things, and I don't do that normally.
Which is just majority of the game.
Yeah, sure.
Like this event.
All the crafters and their event and their PvP, I know. And their PvP enabled game. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
All right. I am glad you guys got to see both of my Vindies today. You noticed the arcane. So you know I've been around a long time because it's hard to get that arcane. I think you have to be an investor or a backer to get that. So, yeah, thanks guys for coming out today. Yeah, they need to stop nerfing the damn Templar, man. That's my favorite character. Ding, ding, poof, ding, ding, poof. That's my favorite.
Go nerf the Myrmidon.
Yeah, can you nerf the Myrmidon, please? And the
Hey.
and the
Blackguard.
Let's not do that.
and the Blackguard and the horsey one. What's the other one? Centaur.
Yeah.
Could you guys just focus on them for a minute
I
and
think
just get off?
delete the Vindy.
No, what? You
Yeah,
crazy?
Get rid of it altogether.
All right, I gotta go. He went full.
Kick him.
He went full crazy man right there. All right, guys, thanks for coming out today. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or not subscribe. What is it? Follow me, man. I do Crowfall not every week, but it depends. We might do another one next week. We'll see how Shadow goes, and then we'll let you guys know what we think about it in hopefully a humorous
Have a great day.
and not serious way, because we need a little humor. There's not much in Crowfall, so we need some. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next time.
Real quick.
I think. What?
Moon's kicking ass.
You shut it. You're not allowed to talk smack if you're not going to be there. All right. See you guys.